growing is a very important part of being an entrepreneur. If you don't grow yourself daily, you will get behind.
Yeah.
The leader that grows himself the most will win. I mean, that's just a fact. I can preach to you every single day, but only when you're ready, you will do it. Right now I've got a dream team around me, so I've got a lot of people that really specializes in specific things, so I'm not involved in the day-to-day things anymore, like I used to do a number of years ago.
Okay.
So I think that's the very important aspect for any business owners to really build that dream team around. You can never build
you can't do everything yourself.
Yes.
You need to start kind of delegating things somewhere along.
It's a difficult thing for the most entrepreneurs and small business owners because they want to do everything is all about me and not about we. So they struggle to get to the point that they actually have the confidence to delegate and also feel they want to delegate because they feel that they can do everything themselves. There's a saying, there's actually a book on it, ego is the enemy.
Yeah.
So if you once you get past that phase of the ego, then the world opens up in abundance for you, because then you can start delegating, you can trust in various people to actually assist you, and then you can grow and scale your business. Right now, I don't train at 4 o'clock. I train about 6 because my youngest boy, he started training with me. The youngest boy of 7. So he do all kinds of push-ups, incline push-ups with me, and it's going, he wants to be a ninja. That's his aspiration currently. So, and because I've been a kickboxing instructor for about 5 years, I can actually obviously train him myself.
That's very cool.
So it's pretty cool. I've changed my whole fitness regime from weights and all kinds of things only to body weights that he can actually train with me.
That's exciting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
When people include their kids in
it's pretty cool. I think that's a very important part of life.
And that'll stick with him for the rest of his life. He'll be, he's got that with him.
Especially the age at what he's now. What, he's 7 years old. Around that age, everything. I'm a musician. That's what I do for a living. And around that same time, I got into playing drums and everything. And that age, anything that you get into really sticks with you because you're at that development stage. So introducing a child to any form of fitness or exercise at that stage will stick with them, which is really powerful and it's cool.
I think just overall, I think there's a lot of value doing things with your kids. I think a lot of entrepreneurs are so driven. We talked about the hustle quickly, just touch on it, but I think a lot of entrepreneurs are so hustle based, and I think they believe that people expect them to work so hard that they work all their life to get to a certain point in their business, and they forgot about the family. Exactly. I've been there as well. I don't criticize. I'm just stating the facts. So about 3 years ago, I've changed a lot of things. I've been burnt out, and I've changed a lot of things. One of the things very big for me, I've got 2 cell phones. The one I woke up in this morning or today is my private phone. So I've got about 5 friends and my family that's got that number. And the rest is with my PA, and nobody can get hold of me when I choose to.
Okay, that's very cool. That's interesting.
And that's also a very. You mentioned about the time, but that's a very good way to structure your time. Yeah. Obviously, not replying to clients and not replying to anybody, but have a structured 2 chunks of the day to have that time of replying and communicating.
And something I'm picking up that's kind of important to a lot of more successful people is building that sort of barrier around yourself that not everyone can always reach you. It's good when you're starting out, like myself. I need everybody to be able to speak to me most of the time. But when you are with your ad, it kind of becomes more a drag when everybody's trying to phone you the whole time for just asking you kind of simple accounting questions. You don't need that day to day when you're trying to focus on everything else. And
it's a difficult thing to juggle in the sense of, because you don't want clients to feel that you don't care about them, and that's definitely not the case. But the more you can focus, the more you can focus on your clients' work. But you can't focus on 5 clients simultaneous's. Exactly. The guy that tried to catch 2 rabbits didn't caught neither.
Exactly.
So you need to. And I found I work from 8 to 5 is my chunk time that nobody can get hold of me. I do a lot of more work, I think, in a day that most people do in a week, just because I really focus on one thing at a time, and I make sure everything is done.
Structured and disciplined and stuff.
Hi, Jasper Basson here. I just wanted to remind you about the Daily Entrepreneur Tips series. It's a business growth series for entrepreneurs and contains financial information and also information to grow you as a person and your business, because we will never grow our business any higher than we grow ourselves. So click on the link below and I will send you daily information to grow you as a person and your business, and it's for 365 days of the year.
I've realized also when I try to hang a picture up against the wall, I get very frustrated because I can use measure tape, I can do anything. My wife can actually go and put the little dots for me where the picture will still be like this. I mean, I'm just useless when it comes to that. But I'm good at a few things, but the rest I suck at. So, and I'm happy with that. I used to be frustrated and I felt bad. Now I get somebody to do the handiwork for me, and I can focus on my work and actually creating funds on this side to make sure I don't have to do the things on the other side.
Also, if you've got a pipe leaking in the kitchen and you're not a plumber, it's going to take a plumber 5 minutes to fix that.
Exactly.
It's going to take you 2 hours out of your busy day.
Exactly.
That you can't spend either on work or with your kids or with your wife.
Exactly.
Doing martial arts is something that's actually benefiting you.
The mere reason that you can push a boulder uphill doesn't mean you have to do it.
Exactly.
And I love the truth of Robin Sharma called use your GPS as a joy.
Okay.
So, and it goes about people, places, and pursuits. So, choose the people, places, and pursuits that actually fuel your joy and makes you excited about waking up in the morning, and also be very realistic about the people, places, and pursuits that don't fit your joy, because that will destroy your joy. And we only have that amount of space in a day, and even in our life, we only have one life to live. So make sure that whatever you do is really in the fulfillment of your joy and what really let your heart smile. Employees-wise, our employees got less and less in the sense of I use more and more outsourcers than I really use employees. So I've got a few senior people around me that's 10 years, 8 years with me. But the rest are all outsourced because I found I resonate with somebody, and then I would rather use that person's service because it just feels better than having an employee work through 10 employees to get to the one, because that's generally the ratio. You need to go through 10 of them to get to one. But in general, I think you need to make a list of 5 people that fuel your joy, and 5 people that's toxic and negative that you know that's there. And nobody's negative or toxic just because they don't do it on purpose. They don't wake up this morning and think, I want to be nasty to Dryk today. I mean, it's just their level of consciousness and awareness and maturity at this stage is what it is. But it's not necessarily serving you right now.
Exactly.
And so for you, it's up to you to make a choice who you allow in that circle. It doesn't make that a bad person. It just doesn't make it the right fit for you currently in your life. And the same with pursuits and places as well. Pursuits can be anything in your personal life and your business. Whatever serves you of what you want to do. I like to go to and I do nature walks once a week, at least once a week. If I don't do it, I can feel the difference inside of me and my productivity during the week. And same with a lot. I've started doing a few things that I really like, kind of work-wise, and I outsource the rest. Not necessarily because I can't do it, but I don't have to do it. And I can really focus on that 5 things that really makes me excited. You can't, I mean, if you're a churchgoer and you can't convert somebody to believe in God. You can't convince somebody to grow himself. And growing is a very important part of being an entrepreneur. If you don't grow yourself daily, you will get behind. the leader that grows himself the most will win. I mean, that's just a fact.
Exactly.
But people will never do it. I mean, I can preach to you every single day,
Yeah.
but only when you're ready, you will do it.
Yeah.
So I can be an example. That's the job of the leader in any case, be example. But then you can't force anybody. It's important to choose a few pursuits, because a lot of people try to do serial entrepreneurs and they want to do everything for everybody. I really hate that word because it's just, I'm trying everything.
Yeah.
Focus on your strengths, your passion, and what is your actual purpose. Because if you're a serial entrepreneur, in my opinion, and that's just my opinion, then you're just chasing money.
Exactly.
But if you're a purpose-driven entrepreneur, then there's a reason behind anything that you do.
Exactly.
And I think that's very important. I think that's the main thing that any entrepreneur needs to discover is its purpose.
That's the saying as well, is a jack of all trades, master of none.
Yes,
so
exactly.
if you're going to try and do everything, you're never going to master anything. You know?
Yeah.
That's why when you go to university, you study accounting, or you study business, or you study arts. You don't study accounting and arts. You know, there's no accounting arts degree. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you going to do with arts and accounting? It just doesn't make any sense.
So yeah, I think it all comes back to your bigger course, your ikigai. If you, and it's not easy. I mean, it's easy to say go look for your passion and link that to a purpose, and you find your ikigai, whatever you want to call it. But it's not very easy to get there. It took me about probably 18 years to get there, and it's an ongoing process. I mean, 5 years, my purpose might be different.
Yeah.
It all wherever I am right now is exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
So this is where my purpose is currently needs to be.
Yeah.
But in 5 years it might be totally different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ikigai is not a constant. I actually just want to touch on Ikigai for a second, because I've read a book about Ikigai, so I do know what it is, but most people, I'm assuming, don't know what Ikigai is. So could you just give us a quick, just like a recap of how the Ikigai works in the Japanese culture and so on?
Yeah. So, well, it's basically, in short, it's a reason for waking up that's bigger than yourself. So it's, you find your passion, something that you really excite you. I mean, first of all, I think there's a lot of various ways and angles to look at it, but this is my view. So to link your passion, something that really excites you, to wake up in the morning towards a purpose that is obviously your bigger reason. For mine is to obviously doing everything that I do. What I do is towards growing entrepreneurs and be there for entrepreneurs, to be generous in adding value to entrepreneurs. So I think that's a very important aspect to find, and then you need to try to find how you can match your passion and your purpose together to actually be prosperous as well, to actually start making money as well. Because there's no harm in doing money. There's a lot of society generally preach about the root of all evil and all those kind of things, but there's no harm in doing money. It's actually a lot of good can be done with money, but trying to fit your passion and your purpose together, that you can actually start creating money from there. So otherwise your passion is really just a hobby if you can't generate money from that.